It took me 2 years too late to understand this.
And what I'm expecting is for it to break below so I can capture the retest here and get some good profits.
Whereas me, I found a way to slow down trading. Every single trade has its own risk to reward. For an example, if you take a breakout of a trend line, you better be able to stomach a pullback. Good morning, my fellow day traders, and welcome back to another live trading session where we show you guys exactly what it's like to trade the stock market, guys. It is Friday, so happy Friday. And unfortunately, I was not able to drop no videos or vlogs yesterday, these past 2 days, which I just want you guys to know that I didn't even take no trades the past 2 days because, guys, I was busy out active doing a class, a live course, a 2-day experience. And I have been doing this year for quite some time. Actually, I even went on a 3-day experience, which was over the weekend from Friday to Sunday. Yesterday and the day before that was one of those experiences again. So guys, unfortunately, I had no days to trade, no time in the market to trade, and I didn't even have that much opportunity to talk to people in my Discord, unfortunately. With all that being said, guys, we're here today. It's Friday. We're gonna enjoy ourselves, and we only have one trade set up, being on the S&P500's, as you guys can see here. And we did post in our trade ideas tab, giving them 3 options to choose from, because guys, the S&P500's can do 3 things here. Of course, that's why you have to be patient and watch price action, because it can either bounce here at the support or break below for a break and retest, or a break above the pre-market highs for a break and retest of that level as well. All I do is I just watch the price action and see who's going to take control first. Is it buyers? Is it a buyer's market today? Is it a seller's market today? We don't know until the market opens to see who takes control. So with all that being said, let's see how much money we can make today. I'll catch you guys once the market opens. About 30 minutes into the market, and guys, the market is kind of just chopping around still. You guys can see the first 15 minutes, big sell-off, pulls backs with long wicks to the upside, so it's probably going to be another sell-off. But again, market's not really doing too much. AMD is rejecting this trend line with the bears engulfing. Nvidia is just falling down, guys. So honestly, the market does look like it's going to drop, and if we do have to enter puts, we will enter puts. The only thing is, of course, just because I see that it's falling doesn't mean I'm going to enter right away. I actually got to wait for a very simple, I'm going to watch price action get around this area, maybe do a little quick bounce potentially, and what I'm expecting is for it to break below so I can capture the retest here and get some good profits. Now, of course, that is a perfect world. Again, guys, all I'm going to do is watch price action. If the price never falls and breaks below the support, then I just won't trade it. Anything in between this area is a no-no zone. Is an area where I'm not going to trade, guys, because why? That's just chop. There's nothing to trade there. You got to wait for an actual breakdown of a specific level. With all that being said, I want to give a shout out to Tim, guys. Tim has absolutely been killing it. Just read his message. Let's read his message. He said this is his best week in his trading career so far. He collected all his data and picked the most efficient strategies that works for him, and he traded only 2 setups. And he also remembered that one time I mentioned that I don't go lower than, guys, the 5-minute time frame. This is the lowest frame I go to. And look how easy it is to read the price action. Bull step in, seller step in, sell off. It's very simple. I bet on the 1 minute you can't read that. It looks crazy. So shout out to him for taking the advice as far as sticking to higher time frames, only higher than 5. Also, he's very simply sticking to support and resistance levels, and as a result, guys, every single day he's been profitable. And this is amazing, guys. So people have been killing it every single time. Notice how he said he only traded 2 setups, guys, because that's very important, and I want to break this down because, guys, for any new traders out there, and I've been saying this for years, it took me 2 years too late to understand this. You have to find and test, of course, many different trading strategies, many different trade setups, and this is the key. You have to find exactly which one fits your emotional type of person, or in this case, you have to fit what finds your risk identity. And let me break that down even further, because again, if you're somebody that's like a scalp trader, a breakout trader, you have to be able to stomach a pullback. Sometimes a 0 days to expiration scalp trade, a pullback can be -20, -30%, super fast. Whereas me, I found a way to slow down trading, and I need a way of a slower pace. I cannot trade 0 days to expiration. I need to enter in weeklies or next weeks within the money contracts, so that those same pullbacks on 0 days to expirations, instead of being down 20, 30%, I'm only down 5 to 10%. Every single trade has its own risk to reward. For an example, if you take a breakout of a trend line, you better be able to stomach a pullback. Many trend line traders set their stop loss at the bottom of the lowest wick of supports, which is pretty far away from the breakout entry. I cannot trade like that, guys. I need a simple break and retest. So with all that being said, guys, let's see what we can do today. If market does crash for the moment, then I'm entering puts. Now look at the whole market as a whole, guys. This is why I like watching everything as a whole.
Now, of course, I do swap through Microsoft, Apple, Nvidia, AMD, all the things you can think about. But what I want to point out here, look at the candles. AMD rejection of this trend line, Nvidia rejection of pre-market highs, S&P500's also a little bit of a downtrend. But again, like the whole market's kind of just following together on the 15-minute time frame. This is why I watch higher time frames, because the higher time frames tell you where the bigger moves are going. We're gonna be patient, guys. Almost an hour into the market open. We're gonna see how much money we can make.
So guys, we've been missing out on the gym these past 2 days, so I'm gonna go hit the gym. But guess what? We're in a trade. Do you guys remember how I posted in the Trade Ideas tab? I posted this right here. Let me get out the way so you guys can see right here. I said there's gonna be 3 options you could trade on the S&P500's. Either watch price action bounce at the support, which you guys can see. Literally, we did not bounce, which I'll show you guys later. Option 1 was very simply a break above pre-market highs, but again, price never even got above. Price never bounced, showed no signs of price action showing any signs of bounce at the support. And guys, guess what had happened? Number 3 hits, which was the break below with the simple retest, and that's exactly what we're in here for, guys. So I got my stop loss set in profits, or not, sorry, not in profits. I got my stop loss set for a $40-ish loss. Sometimes it sells me out a little bit worse. And then we're just gonna hit the gym, come back and show you guys a trade for exactly what had happened, why I got into it, and break it down. Guys, we're back home, and unfortunately on the S&P500, it done came around, and you guys can see my orders right here. I lost $40 total on these contracts, got in for $300 a piece, and then they got sold at $280 a piece, thus being $20 loss each contract, and I had 2 of them bad boys. But guys, that's not that bad considering the type of gains that we have been seeing, the type of gains that we have been capturing. And I want to show you guys why I entered, what was the whole point of the breakdown, and what you guys could have spotted as well in the market. Again, my trading style is you got to wait for the market to breathe. You got to watch for price action to show itself. And in this case, guys, you guys can see first 15 minutes sell-off candle. Long wick to the upside indicating sell-off. Another long wick and the candle closed very tough on the support. Now, if this was going to bounce, you would need these candles to hold this support with some hammers or long wicks to the downside, or just in general, hold this support level. But you can see we got a break below, which is why I decided to enter. You guys can see my contracts here. I decided to enter on this candle here because, guys, long wicks to the upside indicating the seller stepping in. Boom. I saw a nice 12% gains here. I was up very nicely, almost $100 we saw, but then it ended up pulling all the way up, guys, and we just had to sell it for a loss. It is what it is. I was in the trade for over an hour. Now, literally, yes, it does close above, and literally bearish engulfing, big sell-off, and either way, guys, there's no way I would have been able to hold through that. Now, I spotted at a simple level, just using 30-minute time frame or the 1 hour or even the 4 hours, just grabbing these highs right here, connecting these candlesticks lows right here, and just extending it all the way out. Or sorry, grabbing this high right here, grabbing this high right here, and extending it all the way out. Now, I was expecting a little bit of a retest bounce, but you guys can see, again, 30 minutes is even telling you sell-off types candles. Hope you guys had an awesome-ass Friday. Guys, a lot of people in my Discord are freaking killing it every single time. They're sticking to the rules, not over-trading, not entering in too early. And guys, this is literally how simple it is. Now, of course, I took a loss today, but that does not mean I am down on the week because, guys, we have been killing it every single time we do take a win. And when we lose, it's very small. It's less than $50. It's less than $40. It's less than $20 at times. Whereas the gains are always over 60, 80 to 120. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's vlog. And guys, this weekend, we're going to go live in the Discord, do a quick live recap. And if anybody needs assistance, Q&A, everything you can think of is going to be active this weekend. So I'll see you guys in there.